Hey, I don't even know where to begin with this latest video. I know a lot of people have seen the video of the attack that I had yesterday. So I'm sort of going to rewind of what's happened the last few days. So Wednesday day, I spent all day feeling basically like I had the flu and the worst hangover, and just absolutely completely drained. I mean, beyond drained, beyond fatigue. In hindsight, we know now that that was my body basically saying something bad's coming, and it did. Wednesday night, I had another one of these attacks. I'm referring to them as attacks because the epilepsy specialist that has seen me since has assured us that they're not an epileptic seizure. So for want of a better word, we're now calling them an attack. They behave very much like a seizure. So until we know what to call them, until we know what they are, we're referring to them as attacks. So Wednesday night I had an attack. It lasted, I think, only 20-25 minutes. I think, from what my partner told me. Time-wise, that's quite a length of time for your body to be going through something so stressful. However, I've had them in the past where they've lasted an hour. The longest one I've ever had lasted 3 hours, and that's my body continuously convulsing for 3 hours. So in the grand scheme of things, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, whatever it was, isn't the end of the world, but it would be terrifying for most people. It's terrifying for me, because a lot of the time I'm aware of what's going on, but I'm absolutely, completely unable to do, say, move at will. I can't do anything. So I came out of the attack on Wednesday night, and then basically was completely semi-comatose for the best part of 3 hours. I was rushed into resus at our local hospital again. The staff there are great. The paramedics, as always, as far as I know, were great. I can't remember anything of them. So from resus, given the fact that I was completely unconscious, not responding to pain, not responding to anything that the doctors did to try and get some sort of reaction from my body, I was sent for a CT brain scan. They're basically looking for a brain tumour to see if there's anything really obvious causing what's going on with my body. The CT scan didn't show anything other than existing brain damage that I've got. We don't know if any of that's new. We don't know if I've got new brain damage. We won't know that until Walton Neuro Hospital do a new MRI scan compared to the last one. So they took me back from the CT. I was then able to tell the doctors what I had remembered, how I did feel. When I did regain conscious temporarily, when I did regain consciousness, even, my brain's not doing so good with words either since, which is a massive pain in the arse. So anyway, as and when I did sort of slip in and out for the odd minute or two, while in resus and at home before I was taken into hospital, I was completely paralysed from the neck down, and I can safely say that is the most terrifying sensation I've ever had in my life. I could literally only feel my head. I knew that I was lying on a sofa. I knew then later that I was lying on a hospital trolley, and I could not feel anything other than my head, completely paralysed from the neck down. And my instincts told me that may last forever. That's it. I might be like this for the rest of my life. And then before I knew it, I was unconscious again, which in some ways is almost a relief, because being aware of that sensation was absolutely barbaric. I spent the night. Well, I was in A&E, in a hospital bay attached to A&E overnight. Spent the night there because they wanted to review me with the doctors and neurologists the next day. A epilepsy specialist, like I said about before, saw me. She's happy that it's not epilepsy causing whatever the hell my brain's doing, which means it is the MS. My bloods were all right. Blood pressure was low. My blood sugar during the attack dropped, but nothing major, nothing really obvious is going on other than I've got brain damage and my brain's going crazy. So I came home because there's nothing they can do for me, and Thursday night exactly the same happened again. Paralysed from the neck down. When I did regain consciousness, then I'd be back unconscious. I remained at home, myself and my partner dealt with the situation. But it's terrifying. It's terrifying for me. And it's terrifying for my loved ones to have to watch. And it's terrifying not knowing, could the next one be the one that causes me to never walk again? Could the next one be the one that leaves me in a coma? Could the next one be the one that kills me? We don't know. I've stopped breathing during previous ones, so things aren't good. is the bottom line. Things aren't good. However, in true me spirit, I've done a lot of thinking. I had an attack while at home alone yesterday. For the first time I was alone while having one. And that frightened me a lot. That's what I managed to catch a fraction of on video, but once my legs began to shake like hell, the camera, the video, the phone that was filming the video fell off the end of the sofa, so most of the video was of the sofa, so I deleted most of it. But what I was able to post, I posted to try and raise awareness of MS really is not just older people with a walking frame. It really is demolishing young people. It is. And those of you who are young like me and suffering with MS, but you're not suffering too badly, I'm really pleased for you. And those of you who are going through hell like me, all I can say is keep going, because all of this crap, it really does just push me to keep going. And as soon as I'm up to it, I'm having refused to lose tattooed on me, and I've decided to have my life is ridiculous tattooed on my arse, because it is ridiculous and I think that's funny. and my life is ridiculous. And when I write my book, which I'm going to write, it's going to be called My Ridiculous Life So Far, because all of this, you really couldn't make this crap up if you tried. You couldn't. But I just wanted to put a positive video out there that, you know, I'm not in a good way. I'm starting to get breathless now just from talking. So I'm going to go and rest. I wish you all well. I thank everybody for the support that I've had, messages and stuff the last few days. If you go through stuff yourself, keep fighting. If you've got a loved one that you're having to watch suffer and feeling helpless, I feel for you, because that's the position my family are in. But yeah, just keep going. And thank you all for your support.